Live from the Mount Pearl Glacier, just outside St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, the host city for this year's 2018 ISBHF World Ball Hockey Championships. We welcome the world this morning. 5 days of ball hockey featuring two divisions, the under 18 and the under 20. We'll begin our coverage this morning with a game in the under 18 category. It'll feature the team from Switzerland and the host team, Canada. Good morning, everybody. My name is George Scott. I'll be here for the next 5 days. We'll be providing coverage of 26 games from here in the main rink at the Glacier. There's also coverage in the secondary rink as well, just next door. That'll be done for the most part without commentary. You can decide at the end of the week which you prefer. As I mentioned, two categories in the World Juniors for the International Street Ball Hockey Federation. In the under 18 category, there are 7 teams competing, and in the under 20, there are 5 teams. We'll have 6 games on the schedule this morning, starting with this one right through the final game this evening at 9 o'clock, Canada versus the USA in the under 20. So it's going to be a long day. This game starts at 9, our last game will start at 9 this evening. Then we'll be back tomorrow morning. We've got 5 games on our schedule tomorrow. Teams just coming out onto the floor now. There you see Switzerland in the white. And down to our red, or down to our right. You can probably hear some of the cheering of the fans hitting the floor. Team Canada. Black and red. These World Under 20 and Under 18 come right on the heels of another ISBHF event that just happened in the Czech Republic, just finished up a few days ago, and that was the female Under 20 and the male Under 16, and by all accounts that was a raging success. Talking to ISBHF President George Gortsos earlier this morning, and he talked about what a tremendous event they had in the Czech Republic. And now we move to Canada for the under 20 and the under 18s. Interesting starting lineup for Team Canada. I'm told they're going to start the 4 Newfoundlanders who are on this under 18 team, this being the host province. Right on, if you're not familiar, by the way, we're right on the eastern tip of North America, as far as you can get, right out on the Atlantic Ocean. And the 4 Newfoundlanders: Adam Moland, Jack Keogh, Grant Broders, Dawson Mercer, expected to start for Team Canada, along with Eric Florchuk. Starting goaltender for Canada will be number 1, Quinn Big Canoe. Starting goal for Switzerland, number 80, Roman Aleman. And we should be getting underway in just a moment. Team Canada, one of the favorites in both the under 20 and the under 18 category. This event, we've also got teams from the Czech Republic, Slovakia, a perennial power in international ball hockey, won the last 3 men's world championships. Also teams here from Italy, Great Britain. We've got Canada, Czech Republic, Great Britain, Italy, Slovakia, Switzerland, and the USA represented at these World Championships. There you see the Team Canada starters, and indeed it is the 4 Newfoundlanders. Moland and Mercer back on defense. Up front, it's Keogh, Florchuk centering. And Brent Broaders over on the right side. And we are underway in our opening game here at the Glacier on a very hot, sunny day here in St. John's. Temperature expected to get into the high 20s Celsius. Quickly pushing it ahead is Florchuk. Florchuk down the left side. Quick snapshot. Save made by Alleman. Back at the point. Keogh was trying to pinch in. He gets beat at the point, and quickly away is Schomper for Switzerland. He stopped. Back to get it is Jan Wiesmer. Wiesmer having a little bit of trouble. In on the forecheck is Broaders. Shot goes wide. Kept in. Go all the way to the red line once you gain the offensive zone. That floating blue line in ball hockey. Big Canoe plays it off to Butler, who's come out now for Team Canada. All the way down the floor. It was touched, so no flooring. Berthud up through the middle. Knocked down there by Butler. Nifty little pass up ahead. They gained the zone. Wyatt tried to make the pass across. Getting a stick on that was Berthud. Team Canada still on it. Robinson passed it back. That got by everybody. Pringle for Canada. Lays it over on the right side. Gets it up to Robinson. Into the middle. Tried to feed it back down to Robinson. That pass didn't connect. Nielsen, number 20 for Canada. Ball bounces out in front and covered up by Alleman. Good pressure early by Team Canada. No score. 13-16 left to go. We will play 3 15-minute periods. We'll take a 5-minute break between each period. Switzerland control it off the face-off. Knocked down, though, by Maltby for Canada. Maltby looking for it in the corner. In there in support is Jack Keogh. Plays it back. Ladyman in behind the goal to Maltby. Maltby threw it out in front, went right through the crease. Keogh in front. Maltby with a shot. Alleman got a piece of that and deflected it into the corner. All kinds of pressure by Team Canada, but now Switzerland trying to break out. That's broken up at the blue line. Diaz. The ball goes up into the Swiss bench. Face-off will be in the Swiss end of the floor to the left of Roman Alleman. Quick pace to start this opening game. This is the under 18. Shot goes wide into the corner. Wiesmer for Switzerland trying to get it out. Ball bounces around. Canada comes up with it. Wiesmer in there battling again. Canada cycling it, trying to get it out in front for Richards. It was cleared away. Brought right back in. Now Richards has it on the left side, knocked off his stick. And it will be kept in at center. Richards inside the blue line. Pass was in behind Kennett. Mitchell for Canada. Mitchell behind the goal, being watched by Budakoffer. Richland just can't get it out right now. Wiesmer will try it here on the near side. Knocked down by Sahota. Sahota down to the side of the goal. Mitchell. Lots of time to have a look around. Mitchell to the side of the goal. Kennett. Shot goes wide. On it was Wegemuller. Wegemuller finally gets it out for Switzerland. McIsaac. Canada changing up. Coming off the bench, getting the pass right through the middle was Sepchuk, and runs into Alleman, but Came right off the bench. And got that pass through the middle. Couldn't get away a good shot. Actually, it was ISBHF. Number 66, ISBHF. Canada wins the faceoff. Mullen puts it to the sideboards. ISBHF drew it out in front. Back at the point. Mullen drifts one wide of the goal. On it is Beerthud. That came out over the red line, so Team Canada be offside if they touch it. Switzerland get it, clear it down the floor. On it is Mullen, bumped along the boards. No checking in ball hockey, but there's lots of contact. ISBHF with a good move at the blue line, then lost it. It went into the corner. He'll go in there with Wegmuller. Team Canada coming up with ball on all those one-on-one battles. That shot went off a couple of players and went wide, and Alleman will cover it up. Shots on goal showing 3-0 in favor of Canada, but they've had a number of other opportunities. Shots have gone wide or deflected off somebody. But just about all the play has been down to our left. Nielsen face off against Wiesmer. Switzerland now with the first little bit of pressure. The shot from outside by Ensler was blocked. Nielsen quickly across. Good pass to Robinson. Robinson drops it back. Ball bouncing around. Still loose in front of Alleman. Kicked away up to Janner. Still the Swiss can't get it out. Now it'll go to the red line and over. Trying to turn and go was Ensler. He was stopped at the blue line. Pass in behind Wyatt. Wyatt going to the boards along with Chiofo. Wyatt out in front. That went off of Alleman up over the top of the goal, over to the far side. Eaton had a little bit of trouble for Switzerland as he lost his balance going to the boards, and Canada's on it again. They'll go back to work. Maltby gave it away. Butler stole it, keeps it in for Canada. Out towards the red line and over. Back to get it was Pringle. Pringle gets it ahead to Keogh. Keogh's in over the blue line, gains his own. Keogh on his backhand, threw it in front, was looking for Diaz. Taken away by Fairclough. Fairclough. Shot well wide of the goal. Back at the point, hard shot. That one went wide off the stick of Wegmuller. Switzerland, this has been their best shift of the game. Fairclough out in front, it's deflected wide. Fairclough's on it again, throw it out in front. Was looking for Arnie. That just failed to connect. Now Diaz down the left side, threw it out in front, cleared. That's going to be a glove pass as it was knocked down by the Canadian player back to Ladyman at the point. He was looking to let it go, looking around a little puzzled, but indeed, that was a glove pass. It was off the glove of Jack Keogh inside the blue line. Again, once you gain the blue line, similar to ice hockey, you have to cross, the ball has to cross the blue line before any of the offensive players. But once you gain the zone, then you can bring it all the way back to center. That becomes the offensive zone, and that's the floating blue line that they talk about in ball hockey. Gives players a little more room to operate. Here's a chance in front. Shot. No one knew where it went for a second. I think Alleman got a piece of it. That may have been the best scoring chance. Not sure if he got a piece of it or if it just went over the top. Tough to follow the ball. Ball moves quickly. Face-off will come outside the blue line. I think that was Mitchell, 16, had that great chance for Canada just a moment ago. About halfway through the opening period, first of three, 7:34 to go here in the first. Switzerland get it down in deep. Eaton couldn't hold it in. Canada pushes it a little deeper. Ball bounced dangerously out in front. Kept in. Kennett. He's got Schiaffo draped all over him. Kennett continues the battle. Taken away finally by Wiesmer. Wiesmer for Switzerland. They'll move it out. Weak shot, cleared away by Big Canoe. That was off the stick of Niediger. Up ahead quickly, Canada on the counterattack. Florchuk's hauled down. That's going to be a penalty. First penalty of the game. Be a tripping call against Switzerland. Florchuk had a step and got hauled down. All right, Canada now on the power play. Power plays are big in ball hockey, tend to score at a higher rate than you would see in ice hockey, partly because of all the extra room you've got. Canada got it moved up inside the blue line, though. Quick shot from the right circle. Save was made by Alleman and cleared down the floor by Switzerland. Minute 30 to go in the power play. Just bring it in over the blue line, then they'll bring it back out, set it up. Sahota. Mercer. Back to Sahota. Sahota, one-timer. Blocked nicely out in front. That was Mikkel Budakoffer for Switzerland. They'll block that shot by Sahota, and the ball went up and out of play. Canada will change up with 1:05 left to go in the power play. Face-off won by Canada. Michael Ladyman to Wyatt. Back to Ladyman. Wyatt. Fanning on that one-timer on that far side. It's Canada and allow Switzerland to clear the zone once again. No shots getting through yet for Team Canada. And they'll just look to get it in over the blue line and set up. They do. Wyatt with it. Ladyman back to Wyatt, can't shoot it. They'll try the other side. Here's the one-timer, whistle well wide. That was Caden Marr, who had set up over on the right side, number 21. Got a lot on that one, but well wide of the goal. And it went out of play, wasn't touched by anybody. So the face-off comes outside the blue line. 24 seconds to go in the man advantage for Canada. Ladyman up ahead. They gain the zone. Wyatt. Wyatt along the boards, back to Ladyman. Ladyman. Wyatt. His shot. Alleman got his left pad down on that. And it went up and out of play. Well, the referee is saying it wasn't touched. Look from here like Ladyman, or Alleman rather, made the save with the left pad, but the official is saying the shot went up on its own. So they'll bring the face-off outside. Just 4 seconds to go now. Swiss did a pretty good job of killing off that penalty. Penalty to Berthud is over. Came out of the penalty box, went right to the bench. And speaking of the Swiss bench, the ball is cleared into it. We get another face-off. Down to 4:16 to go here in the first period. No score. Shots on goal, 5-3, favoring Canada. To be honest, I don't remember Quinn Big Canoe making 3 saves. Switzerland had 1 good shift, but midway through the period, it's been about it. Swiss player will get waved out. Face-off won by Canada. Diaz trying to get it in over the blue line. Finally does. Going back to get it is Sven Janner for Switzerland. Turns along the boards. Stopped by Keogh. Keogh's got it. Keogh into the middle. That pass just missed Diaz. Diaz on it again. Can't hold it in, and Sasha Berthud will get it out. Great chance for Switzerland. Save is made by Canoe. His best one as he robs Rafael Chiaffo on the partial breakaway. Canada clears it down the floor in our first flooring call of the day. Quinn Big Canoe, his first real test, and came up with a big save off of Chiaffo, who got in behind the Canadian defense. So the face-off will be in the Canadian end to the left of Quinn Big Canoe. Canada winning the vast majority of the face-offs. Up ahead to Richards. Richards working in along the boards, trying to cut out in front. Steiger's on him. Into the middle. Taken away by Switzerland. Eton up ahead. Wiesmer able to hold it in. Back here to the near side. Steiger. Swiss keep it in. Chance in front. Shot. Scores! Bastian Steiger. May have been deflected on the way to the goal. Canada with a bad turnover in their own end, but there's Steiger. Happy young man. It's been all Canada. But Switzerland's had a couple of chances as of late, and they make good on that one. They now lead it 1-0. Canada had control of it in their own end. Turned it over, and Steiger came up with that loose ball right in the slot. Made no mistake. Broders gets it in. He'll go in to chase. Broders in there against Messerly. It's down the floor. Sahota back to get it. Champer closing on him. Sahota, gotta be careful. He'll head back, safety behind his own goal. Off the boards, but not a good pass. Kept in by Switzerland, turning and shooting it. With Champer. Now Canada comes away. Mercer knocked off his stick. Good defensive play by Raphael Ensler. Ensler with the ball. Kept in by Sahota. Ospachuk knocked down as he got the shot away. It went wide. Ospachuk's on it again. Ospachuk down in the corner, threw it out in front, went by everybody. Switzerland hops on it. Lehman a little slow, didn't see the forechecker coming in till the last second. Looked over his left shoulder, but the pressure was coming over his right. And they turn it over again. Berthud threw it in front, and it's cleared away. Switzerland gaining confidence. Here they come again. Chiaffo shot was blocked by Lehman. Honor back at the point, kept in. Long shot wide of the goal by Eaton. Chiaffo. putting pressure on Team Canada. One off a stick, ricocheted out in front and cleared away by ISBHF. Down on the right side. Wyatt just got it in deep. Switzerland changing. Weak clearing attempt, knocked down by Nielsen, then cleared out. Moland, a good pinch. Just comes up and swipes it down into the Swiss end. Good pass up ahead. Fairclough, he's stopped at the blue line. Robinson plays it ahead. Game evening up a little bit here. Switzerland, as I say, gaining confidence after that goal. They spent the first 10 minutes of this period pretty much in their own end. Not so much now. Here they come again. More pressure as a turnover. Back of the point. Hard shot by Beerthud. Keogh down the right side, but time's going to run out as he gets a long shot away, and a good period for the Swiss. As I say, they played the first 10 minutes in their own end. It was all Canada early, but mentioned at one point Canada with the 3 shots on goal despite all the pressure. And all the shots that went wide and were deflected, couldn't take advantage all that time in the Swiss end. And then Switzerland come back on a goal by Bastian Steiger, and they lead it 1-0 after 15 minutes. We'll take a very short 5-minute break, then we'll be back with the second period. You're watching the ISBHF World Junior Championships from the Mount Pearl Glacier next to the host city of St. John's, Newfoundland, here in Canada. Back with the second period in just a minute. And we're back live at the Glacier in Mount Pearl, right next door to the city of St. John's, which is acting as the host for the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. Got a good game going here in our opening game of the tournament. These championships, Canada versus Switzerland in the under 18 category. Switzerland leading it 1-0 after 15 minutes of play. Shots on goal recorded as even, 5 aside in that opening period. The only goal by Bastian Steiger. Just want to clean up one little comment I made earlier. I said we have 6 games on the schedule today. It's actually 5 we'll be covering, plus the opening ceremony is happening at 8:45 here this evening. But it is our first game at 9 this morning. Our last game is 9 o'clock tonight, so still a long day. Just one fewer games than I said earlier. Up next, by the way, at the 11 o'clock Newfoundland time, we have the United States to play the Czech Republic. That's in the under 20 division. That should be a good one. Switzerland relied on the old cliche of bending and not breaking in that first period as they came out very tentative. Canada were all over them early and through the first half, maybe first 10 minutes of that first period. But they blocked a lot of shots. Roman Aleman in goal for Switzerland did a good job coming up with a few big saves. And then they kind of found their feet, and you could see they were getting a few chances for Switzerland and finally made good on one, thanks to a giveaway by Team Canada in their own end. So Canada's got to find a way to get more shots on goal. They won the possession game in that first period, but trail it 1-0. Ball bouncing around at center to start. Champer for Switzerland. Goes right back to Champer. Over to his defense partner, Jan Wiesmer. And he'll clear it down the floor. Sahota off the boards. Ospachuk looking for it. Coming away is Team Canada. Mercer into the middle. Pass was intercepted by Eaton. Ospachuk now will bring it in over the blue line. Ospachuk given time to shoot it. Alleman made the save. Has a quick look around. The ball goes up into the netting and out of play. And Alleman gets a little high five from his defense. That good save. That time the Swiss defense collapsed a little too much. And Ospachuk was given all kinds of time to wind up and let one rip. Teams will change. Keogh out there to face off against Chiafo. Switzerland come away with it. Over on the far side, cleared in by Berthud. In behind the goal. Big Canoe knocked it down, but Switzerland are in there. Coming up with the ball is Eric Maltby for Canada to Diaz. Tried to backhand it off the boards, but it was held in smartly by Sven Janner. Butler got it down the floor, 14 Canada. Back there, Jonas Berthud gave it away. Diaz with a shot. It deflects and goes wide. Maltby's on it quickly for Canada. Knocked off his stick and cleared out over center. Good play again by Sven Janner. And we're changing to get around the outside of the defense, cutting in front and poking it wide as Allman came sliding out. Good scoring chance there for Canada. Maltby had that opportunity. Maltby's got the ball down in the corner. Maltby throws it towards the front of the goal. Doesn't get through. Comes right back to Maltby along the near boards. Keogh in to help out. Diaz can't find the ball in his feet, and it is taken away. Chiafo will clear it in. Steiger, the goal scorer, up there quickly for Switzerland, putting pressure on Moland. Moland down the floor, back to get it. Ensler off the boards, getting to it first. Messerly dumped in. And it goes up into the penalty box area. Face-off will be just outside the Canadian blue line. I was trying to figure out who number 74 was for Switzerland. Didn't have a 74 and suddenly realized that's a 14. Thought it was a 7. 14, that was Severin Fund. Rodewald for Switzerland. Ball comes loose. Canada's got it. Along the boards, Robinson tried to tip it out. Now it goes all the way down the floor. It was touched. No flooring. Alleman will leave it there for Janner. And off the boards, gets it up ahead to Rodewald. In behind the play, out at center, the referee is going to call a slashing penalty. And this one, I believe, will go to Canada. Yes, it will. I believe it's Robinson. Not 100% sure. Couldn't quite pick out the numbers. He went to the bench, the penalty box. Either way, it'll be a power play for Switzerland. Their first of the game. Canada had one in the first period. Couldn't take advantage of it. See what Switzerland can do here with the man advantage. They win the face-off. Didn't win many in the first. Griezmer got it across. That was blocked as the shot came in from Steiger. Steiger's got it again. Griezmer, referee right in front of goaltender Quinn Big Canoe calls a penalty. It's going to be high sticking and it will go against Switzerland. So say goodbye to the power play. They were battling in front of Quinn Big Canoe, the Canadian goalkeeper. That's Tobias Rodewald is going to go. He was trying to get position in front of the Canadian goaltender, got the stick up on the Canadian defenseman. So he goes to the penalty box, so we'll go 4-on-4. That was just 13 seconds into the penalty to, and I had called it on Robinson 91, it was 98, Peyton McIsaac in the penalty box for Team Canada. So 4-on-4, Ospachuk working against Jonas Berthud. The Swiss come away with it. Berthud. Long pass up through the middle, knocked down. They were trying to spring Ensler. Keep it in over the red line, so that's still onside. Alleman leaving it there. Berthud. And out in front, Alleman and Ospachuk go eyeball to eyeball. The Swiss want a slashing penalty called on that. None forthcoming. Offside at the blue line. Vorchuk tried to break in. Ball got a little bit behind him and reached back, brought it in over the blue line. Face-off won by Canada. Nielsen across. I'm sure that was Mara. Now it's Broders. Brent Broders. One of 4 Newfoundlanders. The host province. Broders turning, got it in front. It ricochets around. Alleman dives out, covers it up. 33 seconds to go in the Team Canada penalty, 46 to go in the penalty to Switzerland, so still 4-on-4. Maltby from a sharp angle, Alleman made the save. Jumping on it is Niediger, doesn't get it out, kept in. He'll pass it back. Marr over here in the near side. Back at the point, Marr, shot blocked. Marr able to keep it in, down from Maltby, but not much room to operate along the boards. He had Wiesmer all over him. Marr able to hold it in. Marr doing good work. Maltby comes away with it, bouncing it in front. Alleman diving out to get to it. That was Cole Wyatt in front, trying to get a stick on the bouncing ball. So it was flipped in front. Couldn't make contact. Alleman, goaltender, came out, smothered it. Team Canada penalty has expired. Just 2 seconds to go in the Swiss penalty. And that also has expired, so now we're back to 5 aside. Pringle winds up his shot. Alleman made the save, couldn't control the rebound. Bounces loose, and Team Canada has it. Back to Pringle. Doesn't shoot it this time. Here in the near boards, Robinson. Robinson will shoot it. It went off a stick wide. Wyatt on the far side for Canada. Back to Pringle. Thought about one-timing it. Threw it in front, looking for the deflection, cleared away by the Swiss. Fairclough. To Bertud. Up through the middle. Knocked down by the Canadian defense, but then given away. Bertud. Down into the corner. Pringle. Arnie stole it. Out in front. Bouncing around and kept in. Kept onside. Long shot right on goal. Big Canoe got the blocker on that. Another good shift for Switzerland. They'll hold it in again. Long shot from Rodewald over the top of the goal. Big Canoe got a piece of it, but couldn't hold on to it. Again, Canada tries that long breakout pass. Switzerland were back. Giveaway over on the far side. Closing on it and picking it up was Mitchell for Canada. Mitchell and Ensler down the corner. Ensler coming away with it for Switzerland. Off the boards. Kept in by Mercer. Mercer working his way down the right side. Stops up along the hash marks. Threw it out in front. Looking for the deflection in front was Kennett. Couldn't get a stick on it. Good play by Mitchell. Kennett on it. Back at the point. Shot. Mercer saved by Alleman. And this time, no rebound. Switzerland continuing to lead 1-0. About halfway through this game, 7:21 left to go in the second period. Referee wants the Swiss players to move back a little bit. Now we're set. Drops it quickly. Won by Canada. Shot by Sahoden. Another save made by Alleman. Clean face-off win. Clean shot on goal. A good save. Vorchuk with a shot from outside. Another save made by Alleman. Giveaway. Switzerland tried to make that pass across the floor. Picked off by Team Canada. And that's going to result in a penalty interference against Switzerland. Tried to make that pass from here on the near side over to the far side of the floor. Just too long a pass. It was picked off by Canada. And the Swiss player just hauled down the Canadian, and heading to the penalty box is Dennis Niediger. 2 for interference. Canada back on the power play. Shots on goal now 12-5. So 7-0 here in the second period. But it's still 1-0 Switzerland. Canada with their second power play. Sahota is the point man. He's got the ball now. Pass in for Forchuk. Forchuk threw it to an open wing, but kept in by Canada. Back to Sahota. Fanning on the shot. Canada maintaining possession, tried to throw it out in front. Good job there by Budakoffer. Up ahead, Fund. Dumps it in right on goal. Canada on the power play. Big Canoe dropped it right away. Didn't want to take the face off or make the whistle. Pass off the stick of ISBHF down in the corner. It went off his foot. Cleared out, kept in by Canada. Ladyman. Near the near side, ISBHF. Back to Ladyman. ISBHF, one-timer, whistles it wide. Kept in on the far side by Cole Wyatt. Back to Ladyman. ISBHF, shot right on goal. Another save made by Alleman, who's been very good here in this game between Canada and Switzerland. Broders was in front looking for a rebound. There was none. Canada changing up their power play. Just 18 seconds left to go in the penalty to Switzerland. Marr. Back to Ladyman. Caden Marr. Ladyman. Nowhere to shoot. Shot it and it went wide. Maybe hoping for a deflection. Marr behind the goal. He gets hit. And Canadian fans wanted a penalty on that. Maybe more than just contact. He scores to get it out in front. Pass from Marr. Canada has tied it. I believe that was Nielsen out in front, number 20. The goal for Canada. Bang, bang play. Marr was knocked down behind the goal, and that's where Canada was calling for a penalty. Got right back up, came up with the loose ball, fed it out in front, and bang, bang. It was in behind Alleman. We are tied at 1. Maltby to the far side, jumping on it, Yanner to Chiofo. Cleared away. Bouncing ball. Battle for it there along the boards. This time the Swiss player's knocked down, and it will be a penalty to Canada. And again, it's going to be Peyton McIsaac, his second penalty of the game. To our left, we've got a reporter from the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Peter Cowan is here helping cover these World Championships. About to do a live hit. Just getting double camera time on our camera and his. In the meantime, out on the floor, Switzerland's got the ball. This tie game, under 4 to play here in the second. Wegmuller has got it back at the blue line again. And Switzerland on the power play with a McIsaac in the penalty box. Four players in behind the Canadian goal. 5 in there now. 6. That's about everybody's back there. Bump along the boards. More physical play. Again, the Swiss hold it in. Wegmuller. The cross shot goes wide. Taken by Ensler. And finally, Canada come away short-handed. Diaz able to walk in. Diaz with his shot. Alleman saw it all the way. No screen in front. So that'll force a face-off in the Swiss end. Down to 37 seconds left to go in the penalty to Peyton McIsaac of Team Canada. And if you'd like to interact with us here on our webcast, I've got my Twitter handle put up there. A couple I use is the one I use for when I'm on the air broadcasting as opposed to my personal one. G Scott Sports, at G Scott Sports. Get me that way on Twitter. Wiesmer got it up ahead. Came out in front. All alone in front was Chofo. Had all kinds of time. Went off a stick and went wide, but he was left all alone in the high slot. Switzerland bringing it back in. Good work by Steiger. Steiger behind the goal. Swiss come up with it. Chofo back at the blue line. Penalties now over. Shot comes in, knocked down, and Canada's away. We're back to 5-on-5. Maltby stopped up on a nice play by Wiesmer. Kennett gets back, knocked the ball off the stick of Wiesmer. And Kennett's got it back in his own end. Up through the middle, goes by everybody. He'll go right on goal, so no flooring. Alleman elects to play it into the corner. Chofo gets it up ahead, good pass. Chomper was knocked down, but Switzerland continue and push it deep. Florchuk for Team Canada. Along the boards to Kennett. Florchuk, the captain. Ospachuk tried to give it back to Florchuk. Pass was a little bit behind him, and Switzerland get it out. It was just kept in. Didn't get out over the red line. Now Canada on it to the backhand. Scores! Beautiful backhand. Got it up high over the glove of Alleman. Brent Broaders. Team Canada just held it onside the center red line. Brought it in. Broaders came up with the loose ball, went to the backhand. Got it up high. Canada with a couple of goals now in this second period have taken the lead 2-1. Out shooting Switzerland 12-1 here in the second. Murr. 14 Canada. Chofo's all over him. Canada coming away with the loose ball, and they'll bring it right up through the middle, just onside. Robinson, shot, save made by Alleman. Bjorn Robinson with a great chance. Nielsen across, fanning on the shot over on the far side. He goes behind the goal, throw it out in front, they score again! Wyatt, Cole Wyatt again, the pass from down below the goal line, out in front, similar to their first goal. Talked about Canada needing to get the shots on goal. They had the possession advantage in the first period, but trail 1-0. They're getting the shots on goal here in the second. They've beaten Alleman now 3 times. And it is now 3-1. Goal in the last minute here of this second period. And here they come again, right off the face-off. Kennett into the corner. Mitchell's on it first. Eaton. Wiesmer under pressure gave it away. Pringle, Kennett, across, shot. Alleman got a stick on that. What an amazing save. And Alleman, as Canada almost scores with just about 11 seconds to go. That shot was on goal. Alleman dove over, got the paddle of the stick on it, somehow kept it out. It was close to being 4-1 for Canada. And as the buzzer goes, there's going to be a penalty call to Team Canada. What a chance a moment ago. It's going to be cross-checking to Canada as they head off. The period comes to an end. I believe it's Mitchell will go to the penalty box to start the third period. So a good second period for Team Canada, out-shooting Switzerland 14-1 in the second period after a good opening period for the Swiss. They led it 1-0, a goal by Steiger. Canada responds with 3 in the second. And that's where we stand after 30 minutes of play. Again, we will take a 5-minute break and be back with the third period of this game. Reminder again, coming up next at 11 o'clock Newfoundland time, it'll be the Czech Republic to take on the United States in the under-20 division. You're watching the ISBHF World Junior Championships from the Mount Pearl Glacier outside of St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment. Third period coming up. Switzerland will start the third on the power play. Matthew Mitchell got into the penalty box right at the end of the second period. Cross-checking was the call. So 3 goals for Canada in that middle frame, and they lead it 3-1. Almost made it 4-1 with about 12 seconds to go. Alleman for Switzerland came up with that amazing save at the paddle down. We'll see if Switzerland can cut into this Canadian lead. It is all Canada in the second period. Swiss opened the scoring in the first period, but as I say, 3 straight by Canada in the second. All right, we're underway here in the third. Switzerland elect to dump it in on the power play and then go in and forecheck. A lot of times teams will set up along the blue line, just get it in over the blue line, then pull it back out and set up out in the middle part of the floor inside the red line. Ball is held against the boards. Players couldn't move it, so the referee blows the whistle. The face-off will be to the left of Quinn Big Canoe, Canadian goalkeeper. Ball goes to the board. Switzerland come up with a shot blocked by Pringle. It goes over the top of the goal, and then Big Canoe reaches out and grabs it. Ball was loose off the face-off. Switzerland jumped on it. Sven Janner had the chance. Good block by Canada. Pringle dropped down to one knee and blocked the ball. It went high in the air. Big Canoe reached out and grabbed it. Maltby's waved out. Kennett will come in to take the face-off for Canada. Wins it cleanly into the corner, but Switzerland again quickly in on the forecheck. Now they'll set up here on this power play. Back at the point. Beartooth along the boards. Janner couldn't control it. Janner tried to play it back. Intercepted by Canada. They'll send it the length of the floor. Kills some time. Just a minute to go in the Swiss power play now to start this third period. Again, they elect to dump it in. Big Canoe plays it into the corner. Turning and firing it out was Maltby all the way down the floor. Alleman left it there for Chiaffo to get it up ahead. Janner. Switzerland changing up. They'll just hold it while they get the fresh legs out on the floor. 35 seconds to go in the man advantage. Slow developing now. Again, shot in, right on goal. Tipped into the corner. Ladyman. Diaz back there for Canada. Diaz trying to play it out. It's kept in, but an errant pass will send the Swiss outside. Steiger. Just got it in over the blue line. Oh, no, they didn't. I wasn't sure that they did either, but a bit of a delayed whistle there. It took a while before they brought it in over the blue line. Now the referee's going to talk to 2 players right down below us, Ladyman and Fairclough. They were having words. Steiger got it across. Penalty is now over. We're at 5-on-5. Fairclough lost it against Ospachuk. Ospachuk going in to put pressure on Steiger. Got it across to Wiesmer. Pass picked off by Mullen. Quickly moves it up ahead. Taken away by the Swiss. Steiger. Up ahead, off a stick, tipped in. That was one off a Canadian stick. Niediger played it back. Now goes down into the corner. Fairclough bumped off the ball. Ospachuk lost it. Fairclough with a chance. Can't turn and shoot it. Maintains possession. Swiss fan on that first attempt to dump it in. Now they'll just lift it in high, but they maintain possession. Back at the point. Ensler deflected. A little backhand, weak one. Didn't get a lot on it. It's Fairclough in front of the goal. Save made by Big Canoe. Physical battle over on those far boards. Referee is over there telling the players to move it. Good block up high. Shot came in from Ensler. Dropping down to block it was Ospachuk. Quickly up ahead. Florchuk got it in over the blue line. Now they can set up. Got half the floor to work with. Mercer. Ospachuk. Tried to get it back for Mercer. Ball bouncing around. Finally goes into the corner. Mercer's on it. Chomper's on him. Chomper up ahead. Niediger. Niediger clears it in deep for Switzerland. Sahota back first for Canada. Sahota up along the boards. Wyatt. Pass into the feet of his teammate. Tried to break out quickly. Sahota's got it again. To center to Wyatt. Wyatt, oh. Fake turn and go. Like he was going to pull it out and then kept going. Away a weak backhand that went wide, but he still got the ball. Wyatt. Robinson couldn't pull the trigger as his stick was tied up by Jonas Berthud. Down the floor, and just for the second time in this game, we've got a flooring call. Neat little move by Cole Wyatt. He came down the left side, stopped along the hash mark, looked like he was going to turn back towards the blue line. When the defender reacted to that, he turned back to his right and drove towards the goal. Canada with a chance. Shot does not get through. They maintain possession. Mercer to Sahota. Now over to the far side. It's Kennett. Down for Richards. Switzerland break it up. Sahota racing back into his own end. Chasing him is Sven Janner. Good pinch at the blue line. Janner couldn't get to the bouncing ball. Comes back at the point. Long shot. That went off the goal post. Good hard shot by Jan Wiesmer. Hit that right goal post. Fairclough threw it out in front blindly. Canada a chance to move it. They didn't. Good job by Wiesmer as he pinched in. Ball bounces high. Fairclough got a stick on it, batted it wide. It would have counted. Ball was a few feet in the air, but the referee on the far side waved it off. It was not a high stick. Anxious moments there for Canada. Switzerland come close. Mercer through the middle. Again, he'll just clear it in. Wiesmer. Down to Eaton. Back to Wiesmer. To Eaton. Forced back by Keogh. Up to the blue line, no further. Now they'll get it out. Rodewald. Dumps it in wide of the goal. Swiss doing a good job forechecking. Out in front, shot, scores! Steiger with his second of the game. Switzerland have really upped their forechecking game in the last few minutes. They've had Canada in trouble in their own end. Finally it pays off. Bastian Steiger scored in the first period. Scores another beauty here. And it is game on. 3-2 Canada, 8:06 left to go, the third period. Broders missed the pass, goes down the floor. Broders is saying he touched it. I think he may have an argument, but he's not going to win it. So it'll be a flooring call. We'll come back down to our right. Face off will be to the right of Quinn Big Canoe. Switzerland out shooting Canada 5-2 here in the third. There's a chance. Shot was blocked by Broders. It came right back to Ensler. Switzerland again with a little jump. Failed to get it deep, and Broders will bring it out. Broders down low. ISBHF. ISBHF comes up with it. Out in front for Broders. Shot just goes wide as Alleman sprawls in the Swiss goal. Maher with a long shot, scores! Rips it into the top corner from just outside the blue line, and it is 4-2. Caden Maher with an absolute bullet from outside the blue line. What a goal by Caden Maher. Just a bit of a broken play as the ball was bouncing around. It was a clearing attempt by the Swiss, went right to him. Maher didn't hesitate. Just took the one-timer and shot found its mark. So Canada restore their 2-goal lead it now 4-2 with just over 7 minutes to go here in the third period. Here they come again. A little 2-on-1 shaping up. Pass across, scores! Beautiful 2-on-1 executed by Team Canada. So a couple of quick goals. This one by Cole Wyatt, his second. And now 5-2. So after Switzerland cut the lead to just the 1 goal, 3-2, Canada have come back with a couple of quick ones. Now lead it 5-2. 3-goal lead. 7 minutes to go, might be enough. See what Switzerland can do by way of response. McIsaac, Kennett, down the right side, racing in. Mitchell backhands it and along the end boards. And that's going to be a penalty to Switzerland for body contact as Canadian player was knocked down along the end boards. Again, incidental contact is allowed and a bit of pushing, shoving, shoulder on shoulder. 2 guys go for the ball and get there at the same time, but that was a case of the Swiss player hitting the Canadian player from behind along the boards, in the referee's opinion. Constituted a check. Jan Wiesmer will go to the penalty box. Canada on the power play, leading by 3. Out in front and just tipped away at the last second, and then cleared down the floor by Switzerland. Broders backhands it in. ISBHF is on it, threw it in front. Actually, that was Mercer played it in. They were looking for Broders in front. Either way, Canada comes up with it. Sahota. Sahota with a long shot. Doesn't find the mark. Cross for ISBHF and a good save by Alleman. Back to Sahota. ISBHF. through a screen. ISBHF scores from a tight angle. Broaders was in front, providing the screen, and the example of any shot on goal is a good one. ISBHF didn't have a lot on it. Came from a tough angle, but the screen is what set up the goal, and that was Broaders in front. So now, if it wasn't over before, surely 6-2 will do it. 5:43 left in the third period. Canada with a power play goal. Moland able to keep it in momentarily, cleared down the floor by the Swiss, and that will get a whistle. We'll come back down to our left. Under 5.5 to play now here in the third period. Coming up at 11 o'clock Newfoundland time, that's 45 minutes from now. Czech Republic and the United States under 20 game. Hand pass. That'll bring the face-off down to the left. Just outside the Swiss blue line. Wyatt trying to cut in front, threw it out in front. Nielsen with a shot that hit Alleman in the cage. Play continues on. They try and feed Wyatt in front. All Canada now. Taken away by Steiger. Out at center, knocked down. Switzerland come up with it, just clear it down the length of the floor. Quinn Big Canoe left it there for Gavin Butler. Pringle has it now, back trying to get it to Butler. Butler will chase it down in the corner. Closing on him quickly was Fairclough. Ball comes out and Canada's on it. Wyatt's alone in front. Wyatt, backhand off the post, and then it deflects Wyatt. Back out in front. Another penalty coming up to Switzerland. Shot goes wide. Wyatt has it. Delayed penalty in effect. Wyatt tried to feed Butler as he cut for the right post. Again, it's going to be body contact. A little bit of frustration for the Swiss right now. Jana Wegmuller, number 16, gone to the penalty box for Switzerland. 3:57 to play. Canada back on the power play again. Sahota, Florchuk, ISBHF. Tried to feed it out in front. Broaders is there. Ball cleared down the floor. Sahota. Take his time and bring it up the floor. Sahota with it again. Arjot Sahota. To Mercer. Get it in over the blue line. Broaders knocked off his stick by Eaton. Broaders has it again. Down into the corner. Sahota waiting back at the blue line. He gets it. One-timer save made by Alleman. ISBHF, sorry. Came up with it, fell down, got back up, tried to feed it in front. Florchuk tried to get it to Mercer. Went off the feet of Eaton in behind the goal. Canada's on it again. Mercer couldn't get the one-timer away. Plays it in. Pass across. Shot doesn't get through. Sahota. Mercer. To Sahota. Ospachuk. Save made by Ullman. The ball goes up high into the ceiling here at the Glacier. Pretty good power play. 14 Canada. A couple of good saves made by Herman Alleman in goal for Switzerland. We are down to 17 seconds left to go in the penalty to Wegmuller. Game 1 of 5 for you today from the main rink here at the Glacier. Ladyman across. Tried to set up Maher. He scored with a tremendous shot earlier in this period. Time into the middle. Unable to get the shot away was Robinson. And Switzerland clear it out. Penalties over. Back to even strength. Nielsen lost it. Switzerland will bring it in. Little back pass. Weak backhand. No trouble at all for Big Canoe. Minute 37 to play. Switzerland led 1-0 at the end of the first period. 3 goals by Canada in the second and 3 more here in the third. Open things up. Shot bouncing around in front. And pushed off the ball was Fairclough. Canada come away. Kennett down into the corner. Can't get it out in front. Up ahead, Fairclough. Kennett finally taken away by Arnie. He lost it at center. Dumped right back in by Canada. Alleman will catch it, drop it for Wiesmer. Kramer. Back to Wiesmer. Giveaway. We'll feed it in front. Valentin Kramer broke it up to the side of the goal. Alleman got a stick on it, just punched it to the boards. 30 seconds to play here in the game. Switzerland still pushing hard. Penalty coming up to Canada. It'll be a hooking call. 14.3. Give the Swiss credit, they haven't stopped working throughout this game. They kept it close till late in the second. Kept it close till here in the third. Canada led it 3-1 after 2, but Switzerland came back, made it 3-2 before Canada let the next 3 unanswered here in the third. Again, a pile up over in the corner and gets a little chippy over there. 1.4, just time to drop the ball. And there it goes, the final buzzer, final score. Canada defeats Switzerland in our opening game by a score of 6-2. You see Quinn Big Canoe getting congratulations from his teammates. Good start to these 2018 championships for the Canadian under-18 squad. We're going to step aside in just a moment. Coming up next, United States versus Czech Republic in the under-20. Final shots on goal in the game, 27-13, favoring Canada. All right, you're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from the Glacier in Mount Pearl, next to St. John's, the host city for these championships. We'll be back with our next game at 11 o'clock Newfoundland time, so just over half an hour from now. We invite you to come back and join us then. Take a little break. We'll be back at 11.
Play. on getting interviewed.
Yeah.